Planning to build your business this year? Planning to add new guests? Many people will walk through your door promising many things about increasing your business or an advertising program, a way to use social media, all different things. What we found is that word-of-mouth advertising is still the #1 way to build new business in a salon or a personal service business. And you can't buy it. You have to earn it. Today we'll talk about the ways that you earn it and the mindset required to bring that forward in your business. When evaluating and planning for new guests in your business, there's a mindset that exists and a way to think about it that can make the big difference. There's no way that any of us can buy that business. As I said earlier, you have to earn it. The way to earn it is not just to take it casually. What's bringing new guests in now to your business? What's the shoppability of your business? What's their welcome factor in your business at the time? Our business is going to grow or not grow based on our ability to build traffic, which is guest count, times the amount of time or money that they spend in the business equals the throughput, the end dollar that we're going to have. If we want to grow, we either have to increase the guest count or the spend in order to increase the overall number. How do we increase that overall number, and how do we specifically do it? By increasing guest count. Big stack, little stack is a mindset. It's a way of thinking about it. It's a way to know that you are earning new business every single time you touch a guest. Your guest in any business, the customer that comes in the business, first of all, they have an expectation. That expectation is they're there using money that's left over, money that's committed out of their month. People have a budget, whether knowingly or unknowingly. That budget comes out of what's left over after they pay the bills they gotta pay. Then the money they have left is their big stack of money. Their big stack of money, regardless of the number of zeros, regardless of whether it's a stack of ones, a stack of 50s, or less. Whatever it is, it's theirs. And people are personal with their money. No one would like it if somebody spent their money improperly. And that's the way a guest thinks when they walk into any business. Think about it. When you walk into a restaurant, you expect a great evening with all the right ambiance, with all the right dialogue from the server, with the right lighting, with the right sanitation. All of those things have to be in place. If they're not, and we've got a huge ticket at the end of the night, we're saying, I didn't get what I paid for, right? Think of the times where you as a guest, when you were a guest, didn't get what you paid for. You'll be able to call that to mind much more easier than the times when you were wowed. If any of this message strikes home with you, do us a favor and subscribe today so that every time we upload a new video, it's right there ready for you. What I want to talk about now is my big stack of money. I go into a business and I expect an equally big stack of value. If I get that, I may return. Chances are I will. We make decisions that are one-to-one all the time. Every time you go through a McDonald's and order a Big Mac, you're not ordering a filet done medium. You're ordering a Big Mac. And as long as it has the 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun, you're happy, right? But leave the 2 all-beef patties off, that's not good. You didn't get what you paid for. You got ripped off. Or they leave your fries out of the order. You got ripped off. One-to-one becomes less than, a smaller stack of value. You didn't get what you paid for. Here's the part that's unfair about business, and think about it. If you give someone less than their big stack of value, it creates a story. Negative travels fast. I can't hype up one-to-one. I can't convince you that going through the drive-thru at McDonald's and getting a Big Mac is this wow thing, right? People have been doing it for years and years and years. But I can get your attention if I say, don't go to that McDonald's because they leave the all-beef patties off. You would avoid it. It creates a story. It tells a story in your community about your business. What every guest wants is an even bigger stack of value for their already hard-earned and big stack of money. That's the exchange. That's what we all want. And if we can deliver that big stack of value, that's what we call creating a wow. Something that makes the guest step back and say, wow, nobody's ever done that before. Wow, that felt great. Wow, I've got some friends I've got to tell about this. A wow story is your word-of-mouth advertising. A wow story is what we should have a goal to achieve with every guest that comes in to every business out there. Every guest, every time. If you go back to the last day of business that you did and evaluate the guests that came through the door, how many did you give one-to-one? They came in, they got what they paid for, they paid and they left. How many did we let down, give a lesser stack of value? And how many did we create a wow for? Did we create a wow for all those we planned to create a wow for? Sometimes in business, we plan to create a wow for a new guest, but we don't plan to create a wow for a return guest. If somebody walks into your business, if you're a retail business, and nothing's changed from the last time they were there, there's nothing new, there's nothing interesting, there's nothing that keeps you there, how is that going to create a wow? Wows are on purpose. Stories happen by accident. And one-to-one, that equal stack of value for an already big stack of money, happens when we're on autopilot. The choice is yours.